I think we should give people an extra video this week.
What do you want to do it on?
Maybe this thing right here.
This old beer?
What's going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. Mike from Last Line of Defense and I are out here on a camping trip, which you may have seen in the previous video. If you haven't seen it yet, there's a link right up there in the corner. I figured since we're out here with the infamous black multicam taco, we'll do a quick walk around. If you follow Mike already, you've seen all this stuff a million times, but I want to film a video for myself. So it's going to be pretty quick and easy, cut and dry, pretty much raw. If you want any more information though, you can check out his channel. So I'll let you take it away, man.
Yeah, cool. So this is my Tacoma. It's a 2016 Tacoma TRD Offroad. It's quicksand, so that like tan FDE color underneath, but we wrapped it in MULTICAM black vinyl. And we won't make this video like a 30-minute video, so we'll just kind of breeze through stuff. Maybe we'll start in the front actually and just kind of work our way back. In the front, we put a CBI T3 front bumper on. This is aluminum actually, keep things light. We have a worn winch and KC lights all around. We actually just used this truck in a KC Highlights promo video for their brand new lights that I've been using for a bit, but are available for pre-order now. These are the Flex Era 3s. And then we have a Pro 6 light bar up top. This is my ham radio antenna. I am a ham, technically, a technician, so I have my ham license. We have some stuff under the hood. I have a ARB twin air compressor, I have the Switch Pro under there to control all the lights and everything, intake, exhaust, a couple other things like that. Then for wheels and tires, I have BFG KO2 35 1250s. These are black RHINO Arsenals in the sand, and I got these to kind of tie the quicksand color back in. Suspension, we have Fox all around, Fox coilovers up front, 2.5s with the remote reservoir, SPC upper control arms, so I can push these big old tires as far forward as possible. Done a lot of cutting and a body mount shop.
We were just joking yesterday about how I got a huge van with tiny BFG KO2s, and he's got not a tiny truck, but it looks like a little truck next to the van with these big, massive tires.
Yeah. Cool. So as I said earlier, this is 3M MULTICAM black vinyl in 500% scale.
Same as the hood on my van, actually.
Yeah, so same stuff that Talon has on the hood and a couple of the interior compartments on Talon's van. Let's not bother getting inside. I have a handful of things I've done in there. The ham head unit, which is a Yaesu FTM 400, and the Switch Pro in there. Up top we have, this is a FRONTRUNNER SLIMLINE 2 roof rack. Has options for tons of accessories and mounts. Has a little slot I can put a table underneath here. I have the KC C2s, I believe, and then I put little amber filters. So this is kind of just to provide some camp lighting. This is a WEBOOST antenna on a flip down mount, so that can fold down if I need to be a little shorter or if I hit anything. On the side here we have CBI steel sliders, and underneath we have CBI skid plates as well. And then yeah, out back here, so I slept in this. This is an IKAMPER SkyCamp Mini. So this is the smaller, shorter version, so it sits over the bed of a short bed Tacoma. In here I have kind of the mattresses propped up to just dry out all the condensation. Super nice, super easy to set up. Talon's video, actually he videoed setting it up because he was like, I want to see how this is setting up, and it, you know, took like 30 seconds. And
yeah,
like,
way easier than I thought it was going to be.
He's like, oh dang.
Anticlimactic.
And then back here, this is the Diamondback truck covers. This is my favorite, one of my first mods I've ever done to the Tacoma, still one of my favorites, with racks on top. So these are FRONTRUNNER racks. I did a whole video of this setup on my channel if you want more. It's kind of a custom specific setup. In the bed, nothing too fancy. This is where I just throw all my gear. This little orange thing is a Mountain Hatch tailgate cover. So mostly it just makes it smooth, easier for cooking and setting stuff on. This is technically food grade cutting board material. Granted, it is dirty as all hell right now.
That's cool, I didn't know that.
And yeah, little cup holders and stuff. But the main purpose of this is normally there's ridges back here. So if you set like a beer down or something, it can tip over. So it's just to flatten it out. And I like things orange, as you can probably tell. Other than that, I've swapped out the headlights and the taillights for stuff. I have this little level here that Talon thought was nice for when I level. I'm actually leveled just on rocks right now, so pulled up on some rocks.
He leveled with a random rock, and it just so happened to be almost perfectly level.
Yeah, pretty perfect. I just try to get close enough. And then back here is a CBI rear bumper, high clearance. So with trucks, you get a little bit of overhang, and if you're gonna tag rocks when you're really off-roading, chances are you're gonna do it on the rear. So this is a pretty heavy-duty steel bumper. And then I have a set of MAXTRAX, actually Talon does right here as well. So these little weird lifeguard-looking flotation boards are actually for, you can use them to level your truck, but primarily they're for self-recovery. So if you get in some mud or some snow or some ice and your tires aren't getting traction, you basically take these off. There's 2 of them to a set, and you jam it under the wheel that's slipping, and it acts kind of like a tank tread. Increases the surface area of the tire a ton and lets you get out of stuff without having to pull winch line or have someone else tow you out. So if you see this on vehicles, especially solo travelers like Talon, that's the reason. It's so they can get themselves unstuck super easy. And when you're driving around, you don't know where you're at, you know, off-road or off the beaten path, things like that come in really, really handy. And that's it, man. I think we tried to get this video not too long. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, and so, yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to comment them down below. I'll check this video out and try and answer them when I can. Also, you can check out my channel because I talk a lot more, and you'll see this thing in action quite a bit. So it's really set up for camping and that kind of stuff.
So I'm curious what you guys think now. You know the vehicles that I own. I have a motorcycle, my cross trek, and the van. How do you think a truck would deal on my channel? Mike and I have very similar interests. Like whenever I'm doing something interesting, he's like, ooh, what's that? I want to do that.
I really want a van.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And I was at his house yesterday, and he's been doing a lot of mountain biking type of stuff, specifically electric mountain bikes. And you guys know that stuff is right up my alley. So I'm like, I was this close to impulse buying an electric mountain bike.
He might have. He called a couple shops and they just weren't in stock, but
it would be super cool. But anyway, that's besides the point. We have a lot of stuff in common, so go check out Mike's channel if you want to find out more about his truck and all that other stuff. And that's it. So if you guys are new to the channel, consider clicking subscribe. I make new videos every single week. As always, thanks for watching. Talk to you in the next one.